Hi everyone, I'm Vitasta. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I would really appreciate if you take a moment and check out more of my videos. And if you like them, then make sure to subscribe to my channel. But again, it's your choice. In today's video, I am going to be telling you how I click my selfies and how you can also click better selfies. If you're one of those people who love taking pictures of themselves and do not really know the exact techniques or kind of need like a little help to get your selfies look more better and professional, then keep watching this video. If you go to my Instagram, most of the pictures are just selfies because I really don't go out, so it's just me and my camera inside. And of course, it's something that you get better with time, because if you look at my selfies from like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, they were like so different. For some people it may not be like a big deal, but for some people someone like us, having like a good Instagram feed or clicking just nicer pictures is kind of one of our things. So the first thing I always do before I start taking pictures of myself is I prep my skin, because your skin needs to look good in photos. If you have a clean moisturized skin, your photos are automatically gonna look nicer, and the makeup also looks better on good skin. So as a cleanser these days, I'm using the Vilva's Honey Fix Face Cleanser. Always make sure to use mild face washes which do not compromise with my skin texture, and I'm absolutely loving Vilva's face wash these days. I even like how the bottle is, like it's aluminium. It's very, organic and stuff. I really like it. Vilva's Honey Fix Face Wash is infused with 8% raw honey, blackberry, papaya and orange peel. It's really good for people with oily and acne prone skin because it exfoliates your skin and helps in pore shrinking as well as brightens your skin. Now the next step after cleansing your face is something that I'm sure everyone knows, but I'm still telling you, moisturizing is very important. For moisturizing, I'm also using Vilva's Ultra Moisturizing Cream. Vilva's Ultra Moisturizing Cream is loaded with extracts of olives and white lilies. The rich brew of olive squalene helps in fighting radical damage due to exposure and environment. It also protects skin from transepidermal water loss and is very soothing and hydrating. One great thing about Vilva's moisturizer is that it's very suitable to apply like under makeup or BB cream. Like it's a very good base for that. Plus everything is so organic, so it has no artificial fragrance, hence it smells so good and it's all natural. To be honest, the reason I'm really liking Vilva products these days is because they're very safe to use on your skin, because they are sulfate and paraben free. All their ingredients are 100% farmed and locally sourced. How great is that? And the best thing that attracted me to this brand is that it's cruelty free and vegan. I'm really trying these days to kind of use more and more products that are cruelty free. There's a link in my description in case you want to try these products for yourself. I really think you should, but it's your choice. But if you want to, then click on the link in my description. Now that the skincare is all done, the next thing you have to do is decide on the outfit and makeup. It can totally depend on whatever you want to do, and in selfies you usually just need to take care of the upper half of your body. I usually wear like PJs and stuff beneath because it's a selfie. As for me, today is very sunny and kind of the start of spring and end of winter, so I kind of like want to wear a yellow cardigan because I've never worn that before and I want to try it today because it might be the last time I wear it this year. And as I said, like it's really bright and all today, so this will look really good in like sunlight. So I'll quickly get changed so that I can catch the perfect lighting, and now you will see a very lousy transition, but whatever. Ta-da! Alright, so now you will see a little video of me doing my makeup, because why not?
You've been on my mind lately, I tell you all the time, baby, that you make me feel fine when you got your hands in mine. You've been on my mind
Alright, so I'm done with my makeup, and to be honest, I just feel like it's a little too much for like a day glam, but it's too late now to fix it. After you've done your makeup and styling, finally we are at the step of actually clicking the selfies. And the first thing that you need to make sure is that you have a good source of light. I always shoot my selfies in daylight, sunlight, because I really do not like artificial lights like ring light and all. I have a ring light, but it's not enough to click a nice picture. You can pretend to be in natural light with ample amount of artificial lights, but it requires like a lot of setup and a lot of photography equipment that I currently do not have. So you need to find a place in your house where you get ample sunlight. Usually it's in front of a window. This is the window that I kind of use sometimes. Place where I get direct sunlight in my house is the terrace and my door from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. only, because of how the room is made. I don't know. So this is how it looks from my door. I know it looks really harsh on the camera, but it's gonna look fine on my phone. You also need to make sure that your background is not very distracting or has, you know, dirty stuff. I know you can't always have a plain clean wall. I myself don't have a plain white wall, and since I'm clicking at the door, there's definitely gonna be some background, so I make sure that I'm at the center of the photo and there's not much background visible. And if there's something unwanted, I will just remove it while editing. The key to a really good selfie is knowing your angles. For me personally, my left side works great. I never click pictures from my right side because it's kind of whatever. And since I have kind of a double chin situation and my jawline is non-existent, I kind of fake it like this. Like this is my go-to angle, and if I want like front facing pictures, I still keep my head a little bit tilted to this side. It takes quite a lot of tries, at least for me, and once you have like figured out your angles, you can start taking your pictures. To make every selfie look different, I try a lot of poses, and since you don't have a lot of things to work on in this area, you can use your hands, do little poses from your hands, play with your hair or your jewelry and stuff. You can also use something else as a prop. Here I've used a flower that kind of matches with the vibe of my picture. Flowers is my favorite kind of prop, to be honest. When your camera is in a lot of exposure like direct sunlight, it kind of brightens the lighter areas a lot instead of your face. Like for example, I worn a yellow sweater, so it will make the yellow look much more brighter than my face. So in that case, at least in iPhones, what you can do is long press on the area that you want to fix, and then you can see this little sun thing, and you can lower the brightness and stuff, and the autofocus will fix on that particular place and it won't shift the exposure even if you move the camera. Now for me, it's a real struggle to choose the perfect photos that I want to post out of all the hundreds of them that I have clicked, but still I managed to find one of the photos that I wanted to edit. It's this one, and I use Lightroom app to edit the photos. These days, to be honest, I don't use presets too much because I think the trend is changing now. Because I remember in like 2020 and half of 2021, there was a lot of preset trend, like having brown presets and neutral presets and everything, and I purchased a lot of presets and also created some of mine. And I guess these days the trend is to have either film or vintage photos, edited or not, or just raw looking photos. They're still edited, but they don't have heavy presets and all, so that's what I'm gonna do with it. So I opened this picture on the Lightroom app, and now the first thing that I will work is with lighting. The lighting is actually perfect in this, but I will still like to increase the contrast a bit and lower the highlights and stuff. To be honest, most of the times I really don't know what the hell I'm doing. I just do it if it looks good, you know, just trial and error kind of stuff. Now moving on to the color, I love to increase the temperature just a little bit because this photo is already very warm, and I love to increase the tint to the red side. I do not touch the saturation, I touch the vibrance and make it more vibrant instead of more saturated. Now moving on to the individual colors. Since it's a yellow photo overall I would like to increase the saturation of yellow color to make it more pop out in the photo. So I increase saturation of yellow a bit more. The orange color is for your skin. My skin looks fine in it, but I still like to increase the luminance just a tiny bit and a little bit saturation. The red color is for the red hues in this photo. It's mostly for my lip area, so if I want to have a darker pigment in my lips, I lower the luminance so it becomes a bit darker. Now I will go to the effects tab and lower down the clarity a bit. It actually softens my image and skin overall, so it's like a really good tool. And in the end, it's very optional, but I usually do this. I go to the healing tab and there's this one singular pimple on my cheek that doesn't hide itself, so I kind of like try to fix it. Good to go. So here's the photo how it looks before, and here is how it looks after the editing. I think that's not much difference, but it still looks natural. Now I'm just gonna copy all the settings and paste it to my other pictures, and that's how it's done, baby. Alright guys, that's it for today. I really hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, then please don't forget to leave a like on the video and leave a comment about what you think. And please do not forget to follow me on Instagram as well, because I'm like really active there. And it goes without saying that if you really like this video, then please subscribe to my channel if you want to. That would mean a lot to me. Once again, I would like to remind you that there's a link in my description if you want to purchase Vilva products. In my opinion, they are really amazing and I think you guys should try them. Other than that, go ahead guys, take a lot of photos with this newfound knowledge. It was really fun making this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week. Till then, take care and stay beautiful. Bye.